Hello, guys. Welcome to a Simpleken special sexy edition.
Hey.
We have regular Simpleken where we just have normal people, but then I felt we need some sexiness.
Yes.
We got Biswa, Kalyan, Rath.
Thanks, guys.
Let's have fun.
It's time for simple. It's time for simple. It's time for Simpleken. It's time for simple. It's time for simple. It's time for Simpleken.
Also, it's kind of sad, and I realized that I haven't had you back since that last episode when some bad shit was happening in the country. And guess what? Even worse shit's happening now.
Oh, crazy, man.
So anyway, I realize I'm here for one day, and Biswa has graciously offered his time.
Graciously.
Yes.
I take my time. No problem. I'm very gracious.
And but this was, by the way, Biswa's idea. We have 2 drawing pads. So if you're listening to the audio version, too bad, this is not for you. But for the video guys, we are going to be drawing. Biswa has always nicely, sweetly encouraged me to sketch more, but I don't know, man. I'm insecure about my sketching skills because when you're so good at comedy, in one part of your life is that pro level. I don't want to ruin it with my mediocre drawing, but I think it's an interesting idea, Biswa. So I have divided the drawing into 5 sections: drawing a person, drawing an animal, drawing a thing, drawing scenery, your favorite, and 5th one is drawing an imaginary thing like a monster
Got it.
or fictional character.
Got it.
You don't have to do all 5. You can pick any 5. We'll do how much ever we can. What do you want to start with?
First of all, I would like to say that I've forgotten how podcast. I'm just figuring out, like last time I came, I was in some sort of flow
Yeah.
where I was like, okay, sit in front of a camera and talk.
Yeah.
But now I'm realizing I don't have flow.
No. So what happens with every Simpleken is that first 20 minutes is just awkward getting into flow.
Cringe.
And then
It's cringe. Okay.
And then again, the audience doesn't know this, but usually I shoot 1 hour. I don't use first 20 minutes.
Okay.
Because first 20 minutes is same.
Cringe.
Cringe happens. Where you're like, wait, do I talk now or is this interesting and all?
Got
And then last 30 minutes you'll be talking so much that usually we stop because we're fatigued. Otherwise,
Got
we'll
it,
keep
got it.
going. So don't.
Got it.
I always forget to tell anyone who's on Simpleken the same thing because they get stressed about the same thing. And while we're doing the episode, I remember I should have told them the first 20 minutes. It's going to be shit. Don't worry.
Got it.
Wait, so all these 5 topics I will guide you. So you don't have to. I mean, I know you're an expert drawing person, but
Expert drawing.
I don't know if you've seen. Did you post the caricatures of the
I did,
comics
I
you
did.
did? Those are great. So he's not a amateur. During COVID, you had picked up sketching, no?
Little before I was sketching.
It's not an interview, okay?
Sorry, I'm sitting so upright.
Chill like this, man.
No, if I
Chill.
do that, then it'll look very bad in the video. I was sitting like
Oh.
this only. Then I
Okay.
realized don't look like shit.
Yeah, this is one of the video persona thing we have to do.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you look. Then some fucker on the comment will be like, "Hey, you guys have bad posture." Anyway.
Don't want to encourage bad posture, guys.
Yes. So in college, we had still life, which is the worst subject, is where they'll keep a fruit and then you have to draw the fruit and all. It's very sad. So yeah, let's draw the bottle.
Okay. Oh man, this sucks.
Start with the painful stuff.
Okay.
You can't just have fun.
Got it.
Okay. Oh, it just started. Okay.
Sorry, I thought...
No, go for it, man. I don't want to come in the way of...
Man, I thought art is supposed to give you freedom and shit.
Exactly.
Sorry, am I doing something wrong?
There's no wrong or right.
There is.
It's not liberal arts. This is actual arts. Where
It's conservative arts.
people are right and people are wrong.
Got it.
In liberal arts, everyone's right.
Got it.
Actually, what is liberal arts actually?
Liberal arts is a bunch of subjects that originated in ancient Greece that gave people the capacity to live a good social life.
Oh. By the way, you noticed the pencils I gave you? This is 6B and this is 2B.
Oh,
It's
what
biggest
am I?
hack in drawing, dude.
Oh, 6B. I was drawing with 6B already.
No, that's also that's the thing. 6B makes your drawing looks like dope because people use the normal HB, which is like kaka. It's like straight thin lines. With 6B, everything looks dope AF.
Got it.
Okay, so I think this is a perfect time to get into the first question that I have carefully curated in 10 minutes. You keep drawing this one, don't worry. So the first question is from Extra Mail. Oh, this question I saved for Biswa's favorite topic. It's called, hey Ken, is it really possible to be successful without struggling? Do you know people who are successful without having any struggles, difficulties in their life? Struggles, difficulties could be anything. Maybe bad personal life, family, childhood, or could just be struggling of becoming successful. Sometimes it seems like people around me had it very easy to reach the same level. Given that you're popular now, do you know people who have had it easy out of sheer luck? Or at least way easier than most people? Do you think it's possible for all of us to have an easy, happy, successful life? How do you motivate? Oh, there's more questions. How do you motivate yourself to work when you see people whose climb is so much easier? It's actually connected. While that itself is motivation, I find it difficult to work knowing that someone is getting the same result in a much simpler way. Oof. Is it not possible to have a happy, peaceful, and successful life? Love what you're doing. Please continue this for as long as possible. Lots of love. The reason I chose this question for Biswa is because we talk about this a lot. Okay? About, but like in a fun, joking way. About success.
What is success, bro?
Yeah, that's also a good question. In simple terms, it used to be money. It's like make a lot of money. Because I really like money. I don't think it's like a bad thing at all.
Got it.
It's a very nice thing to chase because money enables a lot of other things. Like money gives you more time, right? Like
Yeah,
you can pay people to do stuff that you don't have to do.
for sure.
Money makes you less stressed because I think all relationship fights are just money. It's like, I haven't gone for a holiday. We need to get better things, or we need to eat better food. Why can't we have better? I don't know, man. It's money, basically.
Got it.
So I thought like success, money usually, but now success definition has changed. It's I think success is being max lazy.
What?
Yeah, like to be as lazy as I can and still have a good life.
What?
Yeah, that is success for me. Where
Man, I love that success.
I don't want to do stuff.
Got it.
Like, how can I not do stuff?
So it's changed for you or for society?
No,
Like, what
for
do you
me,
mean?
I'm saying. I'm just,
For you, okay.
Yeah, society and all can go fuck itself. I don't know. I think for most people, success is money, and I think that's a good goal to have. Anyway, but that's not the question. The question is, can people become successful without struggling? And do you know people who have it easy? And does it piss you off when you see people? I know it pisses you off. that I know.
I think it's possible to fail with struggling, but I don't think it's possible to be successful without struggling, actually.
What is your definition of success?
Success is whatever goal you set for yourself, do you achieve it or not? That is your own definition, whatever it is.
But when you started off, it's not like you thought about all of this, no?
No, but I wanted to be a good comedian. So,
Really?
What the fuck, bro?
No, I mean like when we started,
Yeah.
it was just like this fun thing we found.
Yeah, but I wanted to be good at it.
You want to be good at it.
I wanted to do a good 1 hour.
Huh.
Or like first good 10 minutes, good 1 hour. So, everything else, that only is just like, that's the main thing. So I think it's just impossible to be good at anything without putting enough time into it. I mean,
But you calling time struggling basically.
actually, that's what, like, when you like what you're doing, there's no struggle actually. It's just enjoyment.
Yeah.
Even if, like, you have to travel through traffic for 2 hours, or even if you have to I mean, just saying my personal struggles, not that there can't be bigger struggles. Even if you have to like compromise at your day job so that you can reach open mic at time or something like that, and boss shouts at you, it doesn't matter because you love what you do, right?
Man, did your boss shout at you for skipping work and all?
No, I was imagining what all could.
So basically, the example is right here. So I had no, but your struggles is basically encapsulated in this show called Lakhon Mein Ek,
Thanks.
streaming on Amazon Prime.
Streaming on Amazon Prime, guys.
But actually, that was the whole premise of the show, right? The amount of mind shit you guys went through before even entering college.
Well, I had it slightly easier because I was actually good at the studies. But I was just imagining, I mean, even then it's very hard to crack these exams.
Wait, you never had trouble like studying?
I did, but not to an extent where it will become a problem.
Like you could just be like, were you always good at subjects?
A certain kind of subjects, not all, but I could just pick up maths and science easily. And then I struggled with a lot of other shit.
I can't relate to that at all. Like you always from the get-go, like you maths, you're like, oh, I get this.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. I got it until college first year. Then I stopped getting it. I just didn't get it after that. I just gave up.
Because it by choice became harder, no?
No, it just like, see, everybody has a different threshold for a different subject.
Yeah.
Maths is intuitive till some point.
Okay.
And then after that, it's not intuitive at all. For me. For a lot of people, it's still intuitive. Like when they go into 4th year of college also.
Oh. So I think I'm done with my drawing.
But your drawing sucks, if I may.
Please.
So mine also sucks.
What is better?
Hold on, I'm not done. You got done and now you're fucking
No, we
showing.
have more things to get to. This is the worst one.
Buddy, what the fuck? You didn't tell me that when you are done, I have to be done.
Yeah, it's my show.
But
No.
now my water bottle looks like fucking shit.
No. The still life is my least favorite because of all the things in life. Like the whole definition of life for me that is constantly moving, and the one thing we have to draw is still.
Got it.
I don't like. Okay, but it's very good actually.
It sucks.
I
It sucks. I tried to get all the shading right, but he's not giving me time, guys. That's why it sucks.
No, that's not fair. You're right. It's not a competition, dude. It's just.
Yo, it is.
Oh, I forgot. I didn't draw the water.
Fuck up, dude. Your bottle is empty.
I didn't draw the water. I guess I see the world empty. Now we will shift to the second topic.
Hold the fuck on. I'll finish this drawing. I'm coming close to finishing this.
No, but your shading is quite...
Bad.
Actually, you know what's nice? Like, Biswa's shading is very gentle. Unlike his personality.
Bro, why the fuck are you drawing clouds?
Just to make it more creative. It looks like
Guys,
it's on the
this
edge.
sucks, but I tried.
No, it's very good. Now we'll go to the second one.
Wouldn't we answer this question?
Oh, so I thought we were...
I don't have an answer for it. The comedy is a very narrow thing. I think his question is more in general.
Yeah.
But I've seen people who somehow get a semblance of success. Like basically you think somebody's successful because they have what you want.
Yeah.
But they might not think they're successful. They might act like they're successful, but it's always short term.
Yeah.
Like if you, anything worthwhile, I was actually watching a video of, I don't know how it's pronounced, Warren Buffett or Warren Buffett?
No, Buffett, yeah.
Warren Buffett.
Yeah, I used to say buffet. And then, of course, someone in the comments
Got
made me realize I was wrong. Huh?
I was watching a video, he was saying there is no difference in what a college student eats and what he eats. There's no difference in the shows that a college student watches and Warren Buffett watches. The major difference is he travels better, but everything else is the same. Like he goes on the same roads and like there's nothing else qualitatively very different. You can't just measure money by one guy has 10 lakhs, other guy has 100 crores.
Yeah.
Because quality of life ultimately comes down to the people you spend time with.
Yeah.
Right? So it's very like, even if you make 100 crores and you're stuck with people who you don't like, at all,
Yeah.
then you are eating the same food as a person who earns 10 lakhs.
Yeah.
You're living almost the same life physically, but your life quality is actually worse.
Yeah.
It was very insightful from the old man, I felt.
Yeah, man. No, even if I went back to college, Kenny, and told him how much money I've made, he'll be like, "You're done then," right? This is what we
How
want.
much have you made?
Enough.
He's showing off. I don't like this podcast.
No, I'm just saying, like, because at some,
He's
but
showing off to college Kenny also. That not even another person, just to himself.
yeah, because the college Kenny can't cancel me.
Oh, I have too much money.
But no, but the point
you're
is,
my past. I have too much money.
I am like right now max insecure about the money I have.
Got it.
That's what I was trying to say, that like I'm still thinking of like how can I work harder so that I don't have to work more, and how do I be financially independent. But I'm like, if I spoke to college Ken, he'll be like, "Are you insane? Wasn't this the whole plan that you reached this point?" So it's just annoying how our own self doesn't appreciate.
But how do you think college Kenny will feel when he's like, this motherfucker shoots podcasts now?
No, this podcasting is
like went to art school and shit.
Yeah.
Now shooting podcasts.
None of this was predictable. Like I don't know how any of this I would have pictured in my head if I was in college, that hey, you would go do I was in art college anyway. You would go do film, then you would go do stand up, and then you go to Bombay, and then you would do YouTube videos. Yeah, I don't know. Mumbai, sorry. I would like to apologize. Mumbai. But yeah, so this question is from Bagaichi, not to be confused with Elaichi. I've been thinking about art and creation.
Crazy.
And it's a relationship with being a source of income.
Cringe.
As a kid, I used to read about rock bands that made really good edgy music. As soon as they got signed to a record label, their music deteriorates and the suits take over. What is your opinion on creating art for extrinsic rewards or using the art one creates to earn a living? Is art created in exchange for an extrinsic award in any way different from one created for the sake of it? So I don't know if I've understood the question. What is your opinion on creating art for extrinsic rewards, like fame, I guess, or using the art one creates to earn a living, which I think is more humble? Is art created in exchange for an award is anywhere different from one created for the sake of it? I don't think anyone creates art for the sake of it.
People do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
As in because they want to stay sane and they have ideas, or?
The painters of the old, they used to paint, no? Like Van Gogh and shit.
Van Gogh though had a sad life. No, he died poor.
No, but he used to create art for the sake of art.
Yeah, but he went insane, poor fellow. Like he had mental illness and...
Why are you saying but? These are two different things.
Yeah, no, I meant like...
You're saying he should have made money?
No.
I think you're talking a lot about money.
No, sorry. It came across that way. What I meant was... I think Van Gogh falls in the tragedy part where I think they romanticize his tragedy too much, which I don't like.
Got it, okay.
I'm like, there's nothing nice about his life and Papa. Like, art was, I think, just incidental to how sad his life was. And they like, Van Gogh suffered for his art. I was like, no, I think he would have rather preferred having a good life and then also create art. Yeah, but anyway, you were saying. Art, do you think... that observation is true though. Rock bands, they make good music. I think this happens with comics also. My friends say that comics, before they become famous, they're super funny. And then they become famous and the material is shit. What are your thoughts?
I don't agree in all cases.
Yeah.
I think it's generally the trend holds true.
Yeah.
That a lot of people, not just in comedy or music, they get spotted because they're very good. And then they kind of... But I don't agree that they become bad. I think their growth stops and they remain equally good with less rehearsals, basically. That you hear somebody's music and then the next album comes out and it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
Then you're like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
The first time it surprised you, the second time is predictable.
Yeah.
So I don't think they become worse. I think they just remain where they are. And of course, they remain where they are because they don't have time anymore. Like they're touring, they're doing 1,000 things.
Yeah.
So they don't grow and they don't take the time to, and they can't. It's a problem. It also happens with directors. They have a couple of good movies and then they produce a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a theory about directors. I think what happens is, with directors especially, is that the point where they were getting to being able to make films, they had to collaborate a lot, and there was a lot of feedback. Like they couldn't make anything without getting feedback because they didn't have the money or the power. So they will write a screenplay or they'll shoot a shot, and then someone will be like, "You sure this is like the cut you?" He's like, "No, I think they like this cut." Like, "No, I think you should work on this." Or we're not releasing it. Like, cool. And they would like lament over it more and more, and that's why it is good. And the moment they become good, no, all that feedback goes away, and they kind of discount how much also that feedback made them good. All these directors, like I've noticed, like Nolan and James Gunn also, like the moment they become bigger, they start doing crap, dude. Like they're like, now nobody can tell me, like I'm gonna do what I want.
Yeah, I don't think it's just because like that. I think the system works in that way. When there's more money, there are more people to tell you what to do.
Yeah.
When you're just nobody, then you just have no money, so you have more freedom. Anyways, I have seen the same with cricketers also. Like when it's a low stakes game or like it's a basically a lot of the times you'll see a new talent come in, kill it, become big, and then just play very badly.
Yeah.
That happens in sports also.
You're not talking about Shoaib Malik, no?
Sorry? No, Shoaib Malik has been around for 21 years. He debuted in 1999. He still played this World Cup also.
I think the best cricketer is Robin Uthappa.
Robin Uthappa is the best. I agree.
He's from Bangalore also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think this question that whether art for this thing or this is a false separation. And it comes from the world transitioning from a phase in last century to this century. Basically, when you saw IPL for the first time, you're like, what is this? Why there's so many brands?
Yeah.
Yo, what is this? This is full business and what?
Yeah.
Now we are getting more used to it.
Yeah.
Right? And if you go to the US, they're already used to it 20 years, 30 years, 40 years ago. I don't know. Till how many years ago.
Yeah.
So people registered capitalism as an idea for good reasons for a long time. And that's why this idea of art being separate was valuable for artists to explore. Right? Ki, whatever, Pink Floyd or whoever, just these big companies suck, etc. etc. But I'm moving into a phase where people are more open to the idea of, I don't think it's good or bad, but just we're moving towards a society where business is not looked down upon. Big businesses are like more, business is not considered inherently evil or anything.
Yeah.
So we are more accepting of like a player playing in IPL today. We're very happy about it actually. Right. So I think similar thing with art is that as society transitions, of course, when in the 18th century, 17th century, those people, their struggles are romanticized a lot. Last century was kind of a mix, like, okay, you can do, good acting and once in a while an ad is okay also.
Yeah.
Like Irfan Khan did ads also.
Yeah.
Right. And nobody judges Shah Rukh for doing ads or anybody. You don't. Basically, what I'm saying is people were not accepting of advertisements a while before that, but they have started accepting.
Yeah.
So eventually it's going to become like, the artists do some things for themselves and something for money, and there is nothing that like you don't have to choose one.
This relationship of art and money always, I don't know why people get, like why that's even a topic. Like money is always a constant, as you can see from what I'm saying. But like money is always involved. You need money to produce things. You need money to survive. You need money as an income. So I just feel it's so redundant to like attach it to anything because it is attached to everything.
But artists have started this.
That
it's propagated by artists. This idea,
which is very strange. Like with when you're creating an app, which is gonna like probably help a lot of people, but also gonna make profit. The profit thing is understood. It doesn't devalue the app. That did you make this app to make money? It's like, no, but it's helping people and making money. And art does the same thing. But they're like, but that money thing is little off. Art should be.
Yeah, because the app doesn't come and crack relatable jokes, no. That's the thing.
Yeah.
When they're like, you can't be like, I am the same person as you, give money. Right?
Yeah.
So that's where the...
Because I think it's the issue is that art stuff is very close to personality, while non-art stuff is more technical and mechanical. And
Also, it's like this, right? I mean, it's very stupid when I'm thinking about it, but like, art is positioned in such a way that money can buy everything, but art is...
true.
You can't put a price on it. And then people buy it for 6 crores.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's what's missing.
That's the thing, right?
Correct. Yeah, it's like, supposedly this is one thing that's created not for monetary purposes.
Yeah, and one more thing I want to bring out. Art, like artists and everything, has always survived on the patronage of the rulers.
Correct.
Before big companies, right?
Yeah.
There's a beautiful example. If you can, I'll send you the pictures. You can put it in the podcast. When before the British came to India, there was an Indian sort of painting style, which was just 2D and flat. Okay. Then the Europeans came, like the British came and the French came, and they had a sensibility of 3D drawing style, right? With shadows and this thing.
Yeah.
In Indian style, you'll always see the king is sitting, and it's all 2D and flat.
Correct.
So they started commissioning the artists. So a new style of artwork started coming. It's called company art, company kalam.
Okay.
I'll send you the pictures. It's like same Indian themes, but drawn in 3D.
Nice.
To appeal to European tastes.
Nice.
So you can't say that art just evolved just like that. Obviously, the British gave money, and before that, the Indian rulers were giving money.
Yeah.
So it's never been like...
That's true. That's such a good point, because I remember when the whole classical period happened and everyone was shunned from like being creative. All the artists survived because the royalty was commissioning them to do their portraits or like conquests or hunting, whatever portraits. And I'm like, yeah, actually you're right. Like the people in power always supported the arts.
Yeah, and then you go to a Greek museum or wherever. Whatever you see was commissioned by the royalty, no?
Yeah.
Anything that has survived.
That's true.
Even religious places of worship or temples, anything. Even most of the pots and pans that survive, those were like wine stuff designed for... even the whatever survives, mostly any artwork that has survived. I don't know if there was anything else there, but
like the artist's rough notebook didn't survive. It's the royal stuff that was commissioned.
Exactly, and that's the actually the deeper point is that art cannot be free.
Yeah.
Because it requires time, and for time you need to eat, and if you need to eat, somebody needs to.
That's why I give money. This is a long way of saying give money.
Give money. I'm saying more than that, some sort of backing is always required. It's
you nailed it. It's always been like this.
Yeah, always.
Like that's the thing. You need money to create stuff, and there's nothing wrong with that.
But I'll give you the best example. Yeah. As society complexity has increased, the complexity of art has also increased.
Yeah.
If you see cave people art, it's shit.
Hey man.
Sorry. It's just 2D.
Balraj is trying his best.
So if you go to like very old cave paintings where
the spear one and the animal,
that is the quality of art that was there at that time, and it's because they had to draw it in 2 hours.
Yeah.
They didn't have time to practice and improve.
Yeah.
As societies become more complex, there's more time for somebody to fund the artist.
Yeah, like Sistine Chapel, he did some 10-12 years and all. Because someone's constantly giving him monthly stipend. Yeah. And that's also, if you read more about Da Vinci, you'll find out that he hated doing commission stuff. And he used to like put inside jokes into his paintings to annoy people who commission because he wanted to do his own thing. But in reality, like if he didn't have that, he would be on the street.
Yeah, and so many folk art forms also die because of no patronage, no? So it's like for art to survive, some sort of backing is always necessary. That's the truth.
Yeah, man. So it's very nice way to answer that question.
What were we drawing? But there's some patronage here, man. Let's some drawing.
Let's draw a king. And a king and a queen.
But one person I can draw.
Okay. I'll do queen, you do king. Because I can do female and adult. Do you want to do queen?
Just that you have to explain.
Because there was a pause and I thought you wanted me to explain.
I just wanted to make you awkward. Okay, let's do.
Okay, let's do queen. So, Bagaichi, great question. Huh? I knew this would spark something for us. Okay, now this is from I Speak My Mind, Her Eye. Huh? Okay, hi Kenny, love your work. I have a couple of questions for you. As someone in the late 20s, I get a lot of these pressurizing questions like, when are you getting married? When are you settling down? I haven't found my person yet and I want to wait a while before thinking of other options. Have you faced such pressure from family or friends? If so, how do you deal with it? This is not the question I want us to answer. This is the second one. Is what is the best advice you can give to people in their 20s? Is it really the end of the good life once you become 30? All movies and music market the 20s as the golden period of life, after which it's all downhill. Is that true? And finally, I'm sure, like the rest of us, have been in love and whatnot. What is the greatest lesson you've learned about love and relationships? What do you think you look for in a relationship now as opposed to 10 years ago? I enjoy the occasional bouts of introspection and I like to pick people's brains, so I thought I'd ask. Totally cool if you want to skip anyhow. Keep doing the great work, appreciate it. So, Biswa, as you all know, has recently got married.
It's been a year.
It's been a year. Congrats, man. And I'm very happy for you. And it's too beautiful a couple. It's too entertaining anyway to watch you guys. It's really so much chemistry is insane. So the point is, have any advice for people in their 20s now that you've learned and this obsession that life gets shit after 30? What is your opinion, Biswa? What do you feel?
I'm just 31.
Yeah.
So it's like I just got off that boat. Life gets shit after 30? I don't think so at all.
Yeah.
I mean, why would life get shit after 30?
I think everyone has this infatuation and like obsession with being young. No? All media is meant for young people.
Yeah.
Music is meant for young people. Fashion is meant for young people. Everything is like, oh, once you get into your 30s, you're going to have kids, family, responsibility. You get old.
But if furniture is meant for 30 plus people,
Yeah.
you know, nice interior decoration is meant for 30
Yeah,
plus
this is
people.
all the...
There's so many things in the market.
The older you get, all this nice nuanced stuff makes you very happy.
All this, you know, you can't just buy any sofa. You know, buy a nice one. Make your own space. Also, I think the other advantage of being older is you can plan for longer. Like when you're 23 years old, you're only like, my plan is till 24 years old.
Yeah.
This year I'm doing this thing. But
Now your plans are like straight for retirement, no?
Yeah. You're like,
That's the
okay,
range.
yeah, now I'm 30, so 60. Yeah.
60, yeah.
So you can like, you know, even if you want to, it's very difficult to buy good stuff in your 20s.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I don't know which city I'll be in, what
Yeah.
I'll do. But by 30s, you have much more clarity.
What I really like about being 30 is, I think you didn't have this problem, but now I really know what I want. Like, with everything. Because, like, the tolerance for other people has gone down so much. And I've never experienced it to this level. And it's also freaking me out. Before, I could be in a conversation, and if the conversation was, like, really bad, I could just smile my way through it and pretend. Now I can't smile also. Like, I'm just like, this is not enjoyable.
Yeah.
And that energy to pretend, because my brain's like, why? What is the point? Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. And that calmness, I wish I had before.
Yeah.
So that's something that no one tells you about getting older, that you become so much better version of yourself.
Yeah. I like it, man. I think the brain stops developing at 28 or something. Till then, you're still learning.
Yeah.
And then 29 is like, okay, things have fallen into place.
Yeah.
And 30 is like, oh, cool. So that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like you see, I think also many things become more clear in my head.
Because by the time you must have dated many people, so you know what kind of partner you want. You've done many jobs, so you know what kind of job you want. You stayed in, hopefully, enough places, so you know what kind of place you like, food you like.
I
Yeah.
was saying more like I became comfortable with death, but okay.
Oh, really?
No. Like, I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
That's what I was going towards.
Yeah.
That a lot of things stop bothering you. You're like, you just accept. Oh, okay, so these are my strengths, these are my weaknesses.
Yeah.
And I'm going to die. And I have these many days. Not days, years or whatever.
Days?
Yeah, days. Just. 5
I mean, years.
Guys, everybody dies at 30 years and 5 days, guys. No, so that is also how to say, like, society is also more respectful of you when you're in your 30s. Like, if you go to people and say, hey man, I'm starting a new thing, they're like, okay, tell us about it.
Yeah.
Like when you're 21 and you're like, then everybody's like, GTFO.
It's like, I remember like when I was 23 and I used to enter a green room. I can't imagine how annoying I was, dude. Like, because now when I'm 30 and I see like a young comic walk in, I'm like, just relax. You don't have to impress anyone. Just do your thing. And I'm like, that only comes with age. Like, once you reach 31, you're like, see, none of these people matter.
Yeah. Now imagine if some 50-year-old comics are chilling and then
And then we go. Yeah, that's another thing. The level of bullshit meter is so sensitive. Like when you see some young person saying something, you immediately know the intention. And that's true. Like someone who's 50 years old, like we try to outsmart them. They're like, dude. Like,
yeah. Another thing I find is like between 23 and 30, you grow a lot more. But it's like a life of a 30-year-old is very unrelatable for a 23-year-old.
Yeah.
But a life of a 37-year-old is quite relatable for a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
You know, in the next 10 years, life just kind of stays the same.
Oh, that's so true.
So it's like your range of working with people increases. You can work with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Nobody respects a 21-year-old, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Okay,
They
nobody's
shouldn't
like,
also.
oh, this guy should be my business partner.
Yeah.
Never, right?
Yeah.
But people trust you more and you find it to work with. I also enjoy living in good society, basically. Instead of, buildings जिसमें security guard is sleeping and the door is open and all that. And in Mumbai at least it's very hard to find without getting married.
Oh, so wait, I don't understand. This is coming under category of enjoying specific things or marriage has improved your quality of life?
Marriage has improved my quality of life. And obviously you get married with age. I mean, unless you get married like...
but a lot of people don't want to get married, man.
That's fine, man. That's up to them.
Yeah? But what do you feel like? Is marriage like the ultimate? If you didn't get married...
What do you feel like?
I honestly feel like, to be honest, I feel like there are 3 stages of life. First stage is you don't know what the fuck you are, you're a kid. Second stage is you're thinking about yourself. And third stage you think about everyone else. So you think about everyone else is when you have family and you have kids. So you finally, like you've thought about yourself for a decade and a half. And then now you're like, okay, now I have to think about this child or my family. And that is like a next level up of this game life. Where you're like, oh, you think you have skills now. You can damage control your life, but now try damage controlling someone else's life. So I think that's...
Yeah, I think you're talking about a power trip.
Not power trip.
I want to have a baby so I can have power.
No, definitely not that, because life is so much easier without a baby. What I meant was like your brain is an incredible thing. And I'm like, really for the rest of your life, you just want to think about yourself. Like,
yeah.
No, I mean like, it's going to get very boring. Like, I think it's like we're built to deal with the challenges of family and society and shit.
Cringe.
That's what I think. I'm like at 50, I don't want to be thinking about my career. Dude. That's quite, like, that's so limiting.
Yeah.
Like at 50, you'll be like, I have grandchildren. Not grandchildren, I have children.
At 50, you'll have grandchildren. Okay.
Back in the old days. But
at 50, you can't have grandchildren.
No, I meant like you have children.
The calculation really doesn't work.
Yeah, by the time I'm
Because
55,
your child will have to give birth at 19.
They should.
And provided that you have a child this year or next year.
Fuck, you know that this is why you should be good with math. But children is also like another step.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is huge. Which I also feel like is part of like. I just feel like if we have born with like, for example, 10 skills, and the last 3 or 4 are just family oriented. You'll never get to activating them if you don't reach them. I think like you should enjoy the full spectrum of life, which is baby, adult, and then father, I guess.
This kind of attitude is why there are so many people in the world. I want to fulfill my destiny of having
Yeah, I
child.
guess, dude.
Yuck.
That's my answer, dude. I honestly don't have any other answer.
Sorry, dear. I have to say your philosophy is cringe. But I know exactly what you mean, and I'm only reacting because I also think the same way.
It's I wish I had some unique philosophy. I just feel like that's what we're meant to do. And like thousands and thousands of years of evolution, that's what we did. We became adults and then took care of family and then we died. And I think if you take out one aspect of it, I think your brain gets a little mind fucked. Like, wait, am I supposed to do something at this point in my life? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, with a baby, you're more busy for sure. That's true.
Yeah.
I see Aniban is now busy.
Yeah.
Aniban has a baby.
Aniban has a baby. It's very cute. So now we'll come to the third drawing,
Yuck.
which is it's a baby monster. So we'll draw.
We're supposed to draw 5 things. Now
No, I'm saying we can draw 5.
No, I'm happy with 3.
Yeah, let's do like, okay, you can do a monster. I'm going to do a baby monster.
Okay.
Metaphorical to what we're talking about. The aggression at which you have started is disturbing me.
Why?
Oh, that's another thing I realized. I think when you're 30, you get annoyed with people's workflow. Like, don't you get annoyed when like, hey, let's go pack, and then someone's just throwing shit in the bag? I'm like, is this your workflow
Got it.
of packing a bag?
But yeah, I'm done. Sorry, show your monster.
That's the Spider-Man logo. This is Spider-Man logo.
Hey man, it's a monster.
So we have the final question, which is Davin Barrett says, hey Kenny, no words can describe the love and appreciation I have for this long recording, discussing your podcast. Oops, meaning long recording if you're talking to my friends. My question is, do you think that money changes people? I know there was a previous bit where you spoke about something similar with Naveen, I think. It's a great thing that you had a privileged childhood, but do you think your life or your career path would have been different if that wasn't the case? Can you believe the amalgamation that's happening, Biswa, with this question? If yes, how different do you think your life would be? Thank you so much for reading this question. Even if it doesn't make it to the video, it's cool. I hope you continue making more. Hope you and your family members are doing great.
I feel like it's a strategically picked question to integrate a brand.
Oh, no. That segment hasn't come yet.
Got it.
But yeah, we can actually organically go to that segment after.
Hey,
this
let's
question.
go there organically.
Yeah, but does money change people? Have you noticed fellow friends, colleagues, brothers and sisters changing after they made a lot of money or less money, or you making money?
I think 100% people change when they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Even if with little money, but it's not for the worse. A lot of people change for the better. I mean, it's 50-50. Whoever wanted whatever, they become more of that. I feel. I fail to. I think a lot of people think that when people make money, they become worse.
No.
I don't think that's true at all.
I think they become more calm, no? I feel so. Like I don't know why money is demonized so much. Like, I've seen many instances where money just stabilizes people.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't destabilize them. But again, we're talking about the scale of money is very... I guess like when people stand on their feet, there's a sense of like structure to their life, and they're like, okay, this is what we want. Life is good.
It's like that pyramid of hierarchy, whatever.
Maslow's.
Yes, that.
You can burp, but it's a
No,
burp
but yeah, I
friendly
want
podcast.
I don't want
I have burped many times on the camera. Sorry, on the mic, sorry.
Got it. But I feel like, once you have enough money, you stop thinking about money. That's when a lot of people I've seen start, they'll quit their jobs
Yeah.
and they'll start doing actually what they want to do. It might be anything, starting a company, becoming a pilot, whatever their goal is, they'll start doing.
You have a friend who quit to become a pilot?
No, but
Or is it
like
example?
it's an example.
Oh, okay. But I think that's a terrible idea.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying ki if you wanted to do that,
Yeah.
money allows you the freedom to do that. But mostly people start companies or do whatever they want or take vacations, move to a different country. All this, so I mean, if somebody got money and then they were not nice to you, that means
They were shit people,
no,
always.
that means they don't like you ever.
That's another thing about growing older. That before, when someone's like a dick to you, you're like, oh, this person's a horrible person. But then now when someone's a dick to you, like, they must be having a bad day.
Yeah, they must be having a bad day or
Yeah.
they don't like you in particular.
Yeah, this is not, it's just circumstantial.
Yeah. It's like their thing.
There's their thing, nothing to do with you.
Yeah. Exactly. My monster is very cute, but oh my god, what?
It's Octa baby, get it? Instead of 8 babies, it's Octopus baby.
Oh my god, man.
Otto Octavius baby.
I have to give this one guns and shit.
Yeah. Now gotta up the stake, man.
Yeah, that's the money answer.
So speaking of money, hello and welcome to the first sponsor segment of Simpleken. It's a company called Fi. Now the reason I'm excited for it is I'm very lucky that I get to work with brands that I also find genuinely cool. And Fi is neo banking. It's basically a new way of banking. Usually when we open a bank account and stuff, it's quite a painful experience. And online banking, though, I think half my parents' generation think is a scam. But Fi is definitely not a scam. It takes it to the next level of actually giving a crap about its customers. So you have really cool features in the app. For example, you have something called Fit Rules, which gamifies certain actions related to money. So for example, there's a fit rule called every time Kohli hits a 6, you put $100 into an FD or into a mutual fund. Every time you order from Zomato, I know you're trying to lose weight, but you will send some money to your dad's account because you had a bet that you wouldn't order so much. And it also keeps track of payments. For example, you want to know how much money you spend on Amazon or Netflix. You can literally search that up and it goes through your account statements and gives you, hey, you've spent this much on Netflix, Amazon, Zomato, Swiggy. So stuff like that we should be doing, but we don't. And thankfully, there's an app that does that. And also the reason I'm excited to have a fintech company as a brand partner was I've been thinking about money a lot during the pandemic because I have the luxury of thinking about it. And I really removed that stigma of I'm not smart enough to understand it. And it's been so liberating because I used to always think that everyone around me is better at money than I am. But yeah, I just took that plunge and read about money and being aware of it. I think it's so weird how it's such an important aspect of our life that affects every aspect of it, our comfort, our ability to go on every day, our sustenance, and we have such a taboo attitude towards it. So yeah, I'm happy that Fi is kind of making that journey slightly easier for people who use it, because I think it's just a crime to just let your money stay in your savings account. It's a crime to it's not an actual crime. I'm just saying it feels like a crime when we think it's like, I guess my dad will take care of it, or my mom will take care of it, or my brother's better at it, or my sister's better at it. It's not for me. No one's going to care about your money as much as you do. That's been my journey so far. I'm going to talk about more money related journeys through Simpleken with Fi, of course. And thank you so much for listening so far. Anyway, guys, that's the end of the sponsored segment.
I actually want to focus more on health.
Oh,
That's my main thing.
like
Nothing out of the ordinary. But just eat well, eat less meat. I sometimes feel like the purpose of my life is to eat chicken. So I have to decrease that.
yeah.
Yeah, just in general, put less load on your body, sleep well, eat well, and do little exercise. That's all. Nothing too much.
Very different from
This was table tennis. I was trying to enact.
very different from 21-year-old Biswa, who was trying to be good comic. Now he's just trying to be.
Don't care about comedy, man. I don't care.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Wow, what's going on, man?
Don't care about comedy as much as I do about my health.
So yeah, that's the new Biswa, man. Thank you for joining me but you just want it's yours, man. I got a bag also for you. I got a bag so you can carry it safely. Brand new pencils. Brand new. And this is a metal sharpener.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't give you cheap shit. The rubber is cheap, but everything else is high class.
Very nice.
Anyway, guys, that was Simpleken episode 30 with Biswa.
And Fibank.
And thank you so much for joining us. And if you want to hear the audio version, it's on all platforms. Thank you so much for tuning in. And please write your questions in the comments. And if you can't see the drawing in the audio podcast, it's not possible. Technology hasn't reached that point. So you just have to see the video.
It's not worth seeing also, I would like to add.
No, so we can NFT that. You know what NFTs
What?
Do you know what NFTs are?
That's cool, man. I didn't know you would know.
Oh, you didn't think I would know?
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're some smart ass bitch?
Yeah, I thought you were some cringe person.
I know what NFTs are.
Okay.
Actually, I don't know the full form.
Non-fungible tokens. Bye-bye, guys.
Ta-ta, bye-bye.
Good night.
Time for simple. It's time for simple.